Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. All right. Uh, I was looking up celebrities because when I'm bored, that's what I do, and that's a complete lie. But anyway, apparently, uh, Kanye West has a new girlfriend, which I don't think should be news because most famous guys pretty much have a girlfriend in every state. But anyway, the current girlfriend he has, I guess the official one, I forgot her name, it doesn't matter. The first thing they they said about this girl in it was like a entertainment article. The first thing they said was Kanye's new girlfriend was arrested for shoplifting from Bloomingdale's as a teen. Um, why is that the first thing they mention? It's pointless. The reason why it's pointless, like, have you seen what's going on in San Francisco? Have you seen what's going on in Seattle and Portland, where people are just walking into Targets and Walgreens and Walmarts and, like, leaving with like backpacks full of stuff. So, considering that shoplifting is the latest trend right now, I don't think it's, bad. I'm not gonna look down on Kanye West's new girlfriend because she shoplifted some stuff when she was a teenager. When you have grown ass adults doing it right now, like the was it God, was it Walgreens? I think it was Walgreens in Hollywood. I saw some video. I mean, I've actually been to this place, but I've seen video on YouTube of people walking in there and like stuffing backpacks and like trash bags and just walking right out. And it's just a common occurrence because the people at the store, like, they're not allowed to tackle the person or stop the person because who cares, like they get paid the same. And I guess it's, if you shoplift, like, I think you're allowed to shoplift like $995 worth of stuff, and it's just a misdemeanor. Can you believe that? And then, like, have you seen all the smash and grabs? Like in San Francisco, it's so common. But that's not a story. But Kanye West's new girlfriend, she was arrested for shoplifting from Bloomingdale's when she was a teen. I mean, shoplifting means nothing in, like, current year. In current year, shoplifting is a hobby. Okay, like, I don't know. And then same with like DUIs. Like, I don't care if someone has a DUI. I don't care if someone shoplifts. I mean, what am I supposed to do with this information? And like, forget about Kanye's girlfriend. I mean, I don't even know her name. Whatever. Like, or let's just say it was Kanye. Let's say if Kanye was arrested for shoplifting when he was a teen. Does it matter? Look what's going on now. I don't know. If you were arrested for shoplifting when you were a teen, I'd say you're ahead of the times. I mean, it's just the latest trend now. So, but I mean, I guess you gotta have some kind of negative spin on every story because that's what gets the clicks. Positive stuff doesn't sell. Well, at least in the news. So, I mean, you've seen the news, right? Yeah, it's pretty much all negative. Oh well. Like, I I wanna be famous for 5 minutes, so they can write an article. Frank's new girlfriend, I don't know, was arrested for giving golden showers in public, and then, like, you guys would be like, "Ah, psh, that's a Tuesday. That's no big deal." I mean, like, look, like, and then you say the same thing, like, look at San Francisco. You could just, you could just defecate on the sidewalk. Golden shower is nothing. That's small time. Anyway, I found this interesting. Now, I know that, every country is different, but I think the human condition is the same in all these places. In Canada, you have to be vaccinated to buy alcohol or weed. Can you believe that? Now, the only thing I really know about Canada is the hockey, because I used to follow hockey like crazy. Hockey used to be my favorite sport. I used to play hockey, but once again, I stopped following sports when they became woke. So when Colin Kaepernick started kneeling, it's when I stopped following football. Like literally that day, I stopped following football. And then when the other sports started doing BLM stuff and putting names of murderers on the back of their helmets or jerseys, whatever, I stopped following those sports too. And I stopped following the NHL the first time they, one of their players started kneeling. I stopped following the NHL. I mean, it doesn't take much. Like, you go woke. When you start putting politics into my entertainment, I stop immediately. That's just my rule. I'm watching sports for entertainment. I don't care about your protest. I don't care about the message. Just put the ball in the basket. Anyway, just shut up and dribble. But yeah, so like, imagine in America, you have to show proof of vaccination to buy alcohol or weed. That would that would either skyrocket um, the vaccination, you know, vaccinations. But the only problem is you have to get a booster every 6 weeks. So I don't know how they would keep track of this, but I bet you it would like skyrocket the vaccination rates, or people who are vaccinated, and this is what is more likely would happen, would stockpile booze and alcohol, and then you would have just regular people selling whatever booze and weed out of the trunk of their car or whatever. I don't know how else you would sell it, like eBay. I don't know, but that that's what that's what would really happen. And then also in at least where I live in California, you have so many businesses that are based solely on weed delivery or alcohol delivery, and those places would definitely go out of business. Or the complete opposite, they would uh, have a booming business because it would just be people who are vaccinated stockpiling. So I mean, either way, it would lead to illegal activity, and it would piss off the government because the people who are then stockpiling the alcohol and then selling it for a profit, they're not paying taxes on that stuff. And you know how the government is always trying to get their hands on something, which I think that's why that won't happen here. Not that I care, but it's just that it would put a lot of businesses out of business, and like we've done enough damage to businesses. But we live in some strange times. And also in Canada, they are financially penalizing people who are unvaccinated. They call it the vax tax. I almost said the vag tax. I'm avoiding both of those actually. Um, I couldn't find out how much the financial penalty was though. But once again, this is something that only affects poor people. So, I mean, come on. Um, you know, financially penalizing someone who, has a decent job and stuff, it doesn't affect their life. Everything always falls on the backs of the poor people. And I feel really bad about that, but that's just how it is. So, Canada is doing a bang up job by punishing poor people. And then I'm sure they're gonna have some kind of like statistic, because they're always trying to make more victims. They're gonna probably say all the people being taxed are minorities, and then my response to that is marry a white chick. Anyway, um, okay, I read the funniest thing about women's rights. Okay, and I'm not making this up. Now, you can look this up on your own. Apparently, in 2016, in in Pakistan, they were trying to pass a bill that said men could lightly beat their wives. I mean, the, the the audacity. Come on, that is awesome. Okay, the fact that that bill was even on the table. I mean, dude, it must be really bad in Pakistan to be a woman. Well, I mean, it must be bad in any place that's not well, I guess I mean, all this is based on religion, so I guess it must suck to be a woman in any place where it's that kind of religion, you know? Um, yeah, it's almost safer if you're a woman if you're in any place where there's no religion, or like one of those religions where they pray to a white guy. That seems to be the only places where women have, I guess, rights, where it's not legal to beat them. But yeah, I just saw this picture of all these Pakistani women like protesting, like it was like stop the violence, stop the femicide. Now these femicide, I that is the most SJW word for for murder. I mean, it's just cringe. But anyway, apparently in Pakistan, this woman, she's like a daughter of a diplomat, and in like the rich part of town, she was femicide, and so it sparked more protest because the way she was she was beheaded, which I don't know if that's part of the bill where like you can lightly behead your wife. Um, I I don't know if like lightly beating your wife. I don't know if that's included, but yeah, Pakistan is a hell of a place. Like Jesus, I mean like, but see, but this is news I had to look for. I didn't see. Well, I'm not watching TV, but I was just looking up news from other countries and just to see what's going on, because you can't trust what you hear on mainstream, like CNN and stuff. So, I go and look and see if there's, actually like a real news source, because like there actually are places there actually are sites that give you like real news. But yeah, it's crazy. But I just wonder what would happen in America if there was like a bill where it's like you can lightly beat your wife. Like it would be the end of the world, you know? It would be the end of the world. Or it'd be the happiest day of my life. I might actually stop being MGTOW and think about getting married. I really would. I really would. Uh, I would totally like take like a take like a mixed martial arts class, you know, just so I didn't hurt my hand. What? I'm just following the law. Anyway, there's apparently um no, I don't watch TV, but I just watch random news stories because when I'm not playing video games, I gotta do something with my hands. The CW, for those of you who know what the CW is, it's a failing network. At least where I live, it's on Channel 5. The CW is up for sale. Like it has all of its major shows are like in last place. Meaning like each show is like under a million viewers. I mean, because the CW is known for having all those DC shows. But yeah, they're all like under a million viewers, and that's horrible. But anyway, it's up for sale because obviously it's not. It's been losing money for I think the past 5 years. The CW has been losing money. Okay. So what do they announce? They have a new show coming out, and the new show is gonna be Zorro. Now Zorro was pretty cool. I mean, I've seen was it Antonio Banderas as Zorro? Yeah, and then I've seen some black and white Zorro stuff. It was good. It's entertaining. Well, the CW is gonna have a female Zorro. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that. I mean, when am I gonna stop with this? It just come on. Um, okay, so I mean, I remember Zorro, and I remember the stuff he did. The action-packed stuff. I don't have to go into it, right? The sword fighting, all the tricks on the horse, and swinging from like a chandelier and doing a backflip on a table. Like just doing some cool ass action-packed, cool stuff, right? Like take it on four people at the same time because he's just a skilled combatant. He's Zorro. You know. So you're gonna tell me a woman's gonna do all that? Is it gonna be stupid where it's gonna be like, a woman who's like, 5'4", 110 pounds, throwing a guy who's 200 pounds through a wall, beating up five guys at once? I mean, come on. Ew. The reason why these movies, these projects don't work, where you have a woman doing this, you just have to suspend so much belief that this is actually a real thing. It's like that movie that just came out, the 355, that completely bombed. It made $4 million its opening weekend because it had women who were fine. I already talked about this. It had like the lead actress, I forgot her name, but whatever. She's like 5'4", like 110 pounds. She's literally throwing 200-pound men who are 6 feet tall through walls. It doesn't work, you know. And like, is the Zorro show gonna do the same thing where like every guy's stupid? Like all these shows where it's like where the woman's kicking ass, they make all the men idiots, and you wonder why no one watches it. I mean, the average woman doesn't want to see that. I mean, this show and shows like it are basically for Twitter. Like the six people on Twitter who make 80% of the noise. And those people don't amount to ratings or sales. So this Zorro show is not gonna work. And I know I'm making a bold prediction, but come on, you know, like, I mean, you think we would have learned from like Ray Skywalker? I mean, now granted, like look at a lightsaber battle with Ray, and it just looks so pathetic. It's like, oh god. I've only seen a few women who pull off action good, and those women are Gina Carano. Okay, so well, first of all, Gina Carano is a real fighter. I don't know if you've seen her. I used to watch Gina Carano when she was an active MMA fighter. Okay, so like when Gina Carano throws a 200-pound man through a wall, it looks believable because, well, you've seen her fight. Well, women obviously, but like she's physically how do you call it? I mean, yes, she's hot, but she's physically like like her arms are huge. Just Gina Carano looks like she can actually beat your ass with a smile on her face. But the thing is, because she's a, and I don't know her her whatever what's it called, your her background. I don't know if she's like a fifth degree black belt, a sixth degree blah blah blah. But if she's been a MMA champion, she obviously knows how to fight. So when she's doing it, it looks real. You know, so in real life, Gina Carano could probably beat up a 6'2" guy who weighs 200 pounds because, well, she's a fighter. She's been doing it for, over 20 years. There's a big difference. Kate Beckinsale, I've seen her, obviously she was a vampire, but like her action scenes, it looked legit. Now, she had superpowers though, but it was passable. It was fine. But if you took away her superpowers, then okay, it's stupid. But I'm saying just it looked okay. It looked like a athletic woman doing some good scenes. Charlize Theron in Blonde Bombshell. That was probably the most realistic fighting with a man versus a woman because she got her ass kicked. She literally got her ass kicked. That's why that looked real. It wasn't Charlize Theron like one-shotting guys, throwing him through walls. No, it was her getting her face punched in, kicked in the stomach, thrown against the wall. She had to get like pick up a telephone and hit a guy to knock him out. Which it's like okay, that's real. That's just how it is. Sorry, the average man is stronger than the average woman. Okay, so like those are three chicks. Okay, and of course the Marvel movie, all these superhero movies where the chicks have superpowers. Well, I mean, obviously, like that looks real because she has whatever the strength of 1,000 men. But it's a superhero movie, so that stuff gets a pass. But when it comes to like regular reality-based action, it's very hard for a woman to come off as just believable. And this Zorro thing is going to be another one of these. It's what, like Zorro's like a Western fantasy kind of thing, but still, it's grounded in a little bit of reality because Zorro doesn't have superpowers. Okay, so if you're gonna have Miss Zorro, Lady Zorro, fighting whatever three dudes at once, and you know she just single-handedly, without breaking a sweat, kicks their asses, it's just gonna be so stupid. And I can't wait for it to fail. Seriously. Can't wait for it to fail. I mean, why not? Like the WB needs to just put the final nail in the coffin. And also this makes me think that the WB is doing this on purpose because they're probably trying to, like, I guess, like, they want to get sold. I mean, I don't know, because it just, how do you not know that this doesn't work when it hasn't worked? The ticket sales, the whatever sales, have shown that people don't want to see this woke garbage. But this is what I keep saying. Hollywood really isn't losing money because they would have already stopped. So like they must be making money somehow. I just don't know how, but it is what it is. Anyway, I've talked enough. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. I will see you later, guys. Peace.